What's up guys, I'm doing another Black Ops 3 video, and I'm here today showing you guys a awesome multiplayer gameplay that I got here in Black Ops 3 multiplayer. I went 80 and 14 and I'm playing on my PS4 Pro, and I just wanted to log in as you see there, right there, and I got my daily challenge done, get some crypto keys and stuff so I can get more supply drops and all that good stuff. Well, I decided, I was like, you know what, since I'm playing on Infection, I might as well put on an assault rifle. So before this map, I was like, I have the HVK on and the Basilisk. Those are the only two assault rifle classes I have on. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to try a different assault rifle. And then I saw I had the Man-O-War, but I haven't ranked it up at all. So I'm like, oh, sick. See? Right there, level 2. And so I was like, okay, well, I'm going to use the Man-O-War, use it up a little bit. And yeah, so here I am using the Man-O-War. No attachments, no camos. Well, I mean, I guess technically I am using the Cherry Fizz camo, but I don't have any headshots, no of those camos on here, no attachments, nothing like that. And I was able to go ham. I'm playing Hardpoint because currently Hardpoint is double XP in Black Ops 3. It is like the weekly playlist, and it's awesome. So I just wanted to play some Black Ops 2. I was playing some Call of Duty today, played some World War 2, played some Black Ops 3, and yeah, so I got this awesome game, and you guys will see how awesome I do. And I was on fire this game. Like, for some reason, it felt like the enemies, when they were shooting at me, they just weren't, a lot of their bullets, they weren't hitting me or something like that. Whereas I feel like most of the time when I play this game, I just get wrecked. Like right there, I just got lit up. That's like my usual thing that happens when I play. Like, I just get absolutely destroyed. So it's either I like take somebody when they're not looking and I kill them when like they're not paying attention, or if they are paying attention, I just pretty much lose all those gunfights. But for some reason in this game, I was just like outmatching everybody. So yeah, as you guys see my score streaks, I have a UAV, counter UAV, and lightning strike. I didn't get too many kills with the lightning strike, so most of this is all gun kills. So it's not like one of those gameplays you'll see on YouTube where a YouTuber will get like a RAPS or something, RAPS, Wraith, and like a GI unit, and then they'll get like 80 plus or 100 plus kills or something like that. This is like pretty much purely gun kills. I got probably 15 kills with my lightning strikes here and there, but yeah, so I absolutely love Black Ops 3. And one thing I wanted to talk about in this video, because it's not live, like I played this match and then I'm going back and recording this because I was just playing this on my own, just kind of hanging back, just chilling. And then after this game, I was like, I should really make this into a video. I did amazing. So recently there's been a lot of leaks for what this year's Call of Duty is going to be. It's supposedly Black Ops 4. I don't know how likely Black Ops 4 is, but it's just been on my mind so much. Like, I talked with my buddy Harry today, and we talked a lot about like Black Ops 4 and Treyarch's game, and about what Black Ops 3 did right and stuff like that. And so what I really want to do, here's a, I guess, little sneak peek of what's coming up on my channel soon, is I'm going to be doing a podcast with him every week where we just kind of sit down and we just talk about tons of different things for maybe an hour, hour and a half or so. And yeah, it's just going to be a cool little podcast. So if you guys are interested in that, kind of seeing some of that, then be sure to check that out. I'm not exactly sure when that will be showing up on my channel, but we are in the middle of working on it and getting things worked out. And we're probably going to start this week, but it's probably going to be sometime next week when the video is actually up. But yeah, so we're going to talk about Call of Duty games. We're going to talk about video games in general. We've been wanting to get into like Bitcoin and like cryptocurrency and stuff like that. And so talking about stuff like that as well, other just life stories and just funny things that happen and just whatever we want to talk about. A podcast about everything. So what we talked about today was like Black Ops 4 and what is going to happen with it. So we talked about how this next game that Treyarch's making, that obviously Activision and Treyarch confirmed that Treyarch is making this year's Call of Duty game, which was a surprise to no one because in 2015 it was Treyarch, 2016 it was Infinity Ward, 2017 it was Sledgehammer, and 2018 it's back to Treyarch. So this year is going to be Treyarch's game, and we don't know what setting or whatever it's going to be in. We don't know if it's going to be boots on the ground or if it's going to have jetpacks or thrusters like Black Ops 3 has. All we know is that Treyarch's making it, and it's going to come out this year. That is pretty much it. But we have a bunch of, we can assume a lot of things about this game. It's like safe to assume that it will be boots on the ground, and it's also safe to assume that it's, you know, going to be probably something similar to Black Ops 2. So, oh, I get the sick double kill right here. That was awesome. But I say that Treyarch, there's no way that they're going to do any advanced movement, because Advanced Warfare, people liked that at first, and then they're like, oh man, this is way too stupid. Like, why is Call of Duty having people jetpack 30 feet in the air? And people just, after a little while, were starting to hate it. They're like, oh my gosh, this is so seriously so dumb. This isn't Call of Duty anymore. This is like Halo or something. And then in Black Ops 3, Treyarch took that level of advanced movement and then they scaled it back a little bit. They decided, you know what, we're going to put in wall running, which is, you know, a little bit of a step up in the advanced movement, but we're also going to be able to have your jetpacks and stuff. We're going to bring that level down, so you're not going to be able to like double jump as high as you could. And so I feel like Treyarch saw all the fan feedback and like the community's feedback from Advanced Warfare, and then they were like, okay, we're gonna tone our game back. See, I got a freaking sick feed there with the lightning strike. That was awesome. But I feel like Treyarch saw what was happening with Advanced Warfare, so they're like, okay, we're gonna scale down the movement. So they scaled it down, and then obviously Infinite Warfare came along, and that was like a huge flop right out of the gate, because people were like, oh, we want Infinity Ward to go back to World War II, go back to like Modern Warfare 4 or something like that, and just kind of do something really, really normal and not have any more of this futuristic advanced movement combat that we've seen for the past 2 years. And well, you know, Infinity Ward put out Infinite Warfare, and obviously a lot of people right out of the gate were like, well, that sucks, you know. And even like Activision's CEO addressed it, and I posted a video about that on my channel, which you guys can check out. That was like almost 2 years ago now. But yeah, Activision CEO addressed it, and basically like all Infinity Ward and Activision, everyone was like, there's nothing we can do about it now, you know. The game's been in development for 3 years, so it's not like we can scrap the futuristic thing, you know, that's set. But a lot of people are like, okay, we get you can't, you know, scrap the futuristic thing, but you really have to have like boost jumps and thrusters and stuff. And I feel like Infinity Ward probably could have cut that out, but at that point they were like, you know, we're so far along in development, no. And there's just something about Infinite Warfare's movement that is just so weird compared to Black Ops 3's. Like, Black Ops 3's is so like buttery smooth and just like flows and just works. And then Infinite Warfare's is really similar to Black Ops 3's. It's more similar to Black Ops 3's than it is to Advanced Warfare. But for some reason it just feels so off and like jagged compared to Black Ops 3's like smooth movement, you know? I don't know what it is, but then obviously Sledgehammer came along with World War II, back to boots on the ground, and a lot of people will make the argument that Sledgehammer has saved the Call of Duty brand and the franchise by bringing it back to boots on the ground, because if Sledgehammer did like Advanced Warfare 2, then most people would say the franchise is done until Treyarch's next game, and if Treyarch did futuristic again, then the franchise is done. And yeah, so I don't know, it really is kind of obvious to me that Treyarch will do boots on the ground. Like, they have to. There's no way that Treyarch won't do that, because that is what so many people like about World War II, and that's why World War II is doing good. That's why it sold a lot. Maybe not so many people are hanging out and staying around, but a lot of people are still bought the game and will still play it from time to time because it's boots on the ground, because it's that classic Call of Duty. So to me, it's kind of obvious that Treyarch's next game is going to be boots on the ground. That's pretty much completely obvious to me at this point. But I think that the real question here is it going to be a Black Ops 4? Is it going to be taking place in the Black Ops franchise? I would probably say no. Like, I would wager that Treyarch isn't going to do a Black Ops 4 because the trilogy is wrapped up. Like, Black Ops 1 was Man Corrupts Man, and like this was all like stated by Jason Blundell, like the director of Campaign and Zombies. He says that Black Ops 1 was Man Corrupts Man, Black Ops 2 was Man Corrupts Machine, and then Black Ops 3 was Machine Corrupts Machine. And so Black Ops 3 just kind of wraps up things nicely. And I have other videos I'm going to put up on my channel about all this Black Ops 4 stuff. But I mean, Black Ops is done. Like, the story just wouldn't really allow for a Black Ops 4 or something like that. Like, sure, Treyarch could do a Black Ops game or another game in between, like Black Ops 1 and 2 or before Black Ops 1. I don't see them doing one after 2 because like a game between 2 and 3, because Black Ops 2 has so many different endings, and I feel like that's why Treyarch did what they did with the Black Ops 3's campaign and put it like 40 years ahead in like 2065, was because they're like, okay, if we give them 40 years, that should be enough time for like every single ending of Black Ops 2 to like kind of die down and not really matter in the long run. And also I feel like that's why they didn't have many references or anything to Black Ops 2, was because they're like, well, we have a billion different endings, so which one? Like, are we gonna pick one and have this one be the official ending or something like that? So I don't see them doing between 2 and 3. I could see them doing between 1 and 2 though. That would be cool. Or before 1, or just, you know, even like a 2 again, you know? Having Black Ops 2.1 or something like that, where it's in 2025 and just like Black Ops 2, you know? But I personally don't think that Treyarch will do a Black Ops game, because the Black Ops franchise and trilogy is just done, and it wouldn't really support another game in that series. If it did, it would kind of be a spin-off. It'd be in like the same like universe, kind of like how I'm pretty sure Infinite Warfare and Ghosts are in the Modern Warfare universe. I'm pretty sure Ghosts is, but it's like its own like spin-off kind of thing. Actually, I think Infinite Warfare is in the Modern Warfare universe, but it takes place like 150 years in the future, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, so like I definitely think Treyarch is going to do a modern game, modern or kind of in the past. They're not going to do a futuristic game. Even if it's like Black Ops 2 in 2025, that would still be okay. But I think that they're going to probably stick around the same time period, or back in like the 90s, 80s, 70s, 60s, you know, Cold War, anything like that. They're not going to go clear back to World War II because Sledgehammer just did World War II. They're not going to do World War I because Battlefield 1 did that, and you know, World War I isn't like what Call of Duty is about, and they're definitely not going to do futuristic, so it has to be around the same time period. I think it's going to be kind of like Ghosts, something like that, kind of a story narrative kind of like Ghosts, but I honestly think they might have it be Black Ops 4 or have it have like a Black Ops like sub name or something like that, because Black Ops has brand recognition. I feel like that's why Treyarch did Black Ops 3, was because I feel like Black Ops 3 it's not even like a sequel to Black Ops 2. Like, if you play the campaign and the multiplayer and everything about it, doesn't really connect to Black Ops 2, and I feel like that's because while they were developing it, while Treyarch was making it, they're like, okay, we're gonna have Call of Duty Secret Warfare or something like that, and then Activision was like, no, you gotta have it be Black Ops because people know the Black Ops name. That's why people bought Modern Warfare 2, was because they were like, oh, Modern Warfare. And there's this whole like thing about having Modern Warfare 2 be just called Modern Warfare 2 and not be Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, and that's because at the time Modern Warfare was a more kind of recognizable like franchise or name than Call of Duty was. But I feel like Treyarch just like Black Ops is more recognizable, and so that's why people are like, oh, Black Ops 2? Hey, I'll buy Black Ops 3. I played Black Ops 2. It was a great game. And so that's why a lot of people bought Black Ops 3, because they're like, oh, Black Ops 2 is amazing. This one's a sequel. I'm going to buy this. So, I don't know. That's just kind of some thoughts. I hope you guys enjoyed this awesome gameplay in the background. 80 and 14. I thought I definitely should share this on my channel. I went ham. And yeah, there you guys go. Thanks for watching. Tell me what you guys think of Black Ops 4 in the comments down below. And I'm having a blast playing Black Ops 3 in the meantime. So there you guys go. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.